Hey, what's going on? Teach Me to Fish Effects Trading Community. This is Benny Childs, and I'm back with another inspirational video. But before we get into it, just like the disclaimer states, please remember that trading Forex, crypto, or doing any type of investment is risky, and you should only trade money that you can afford to lose. Wink, wink. Because, hey, who can afford to lose any money? But again, trade responsibly. All right, and do know that I am not a licensed professional. All right, I'm not a professional financial advisor. I'm just an individual who is experienced at trading forex. I'm profitable, and I have decided to share my knowledge, my understanding with my reach. All right, so if you agree to that, please continue to watch this video. But before we get into it, listen, guys, you guys are going crazy. All right, this is so phenomenal, and I'm so appreciative. We have reached 850 subscribers. Woo, 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 woo. All right, two, buddy has these different milestones, and 850 is one of them. We are actually at a total of 857 right here, 857 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you. As always, listen, we are on the road to 1K subscribers, and so basically what I'm trying to do is get this channel monetized. So I need at least 1,000 subscribers with 4,000 hours of watch time. Okay, and so we're almost there. All right, we're almost there. Again, here are some of the upcoming milestones. 900 subscribers. All right, we're only 43 subscribers away from that, so please share and let your friends and your family know what's going on here at the Teach Me to Fish Effects channel. All right, here are our views, almost at 55,000. Our uploads, I'm working on that. All right, so again, thank you guys so much. I do appreciate you for every subscribe, for every review. I cannot have done this without you. All right, this is all because of you. All right, so let's get into today's video. All right, in today's video, I want to show you guys how it is that I am finding these areas of interest. All right, I'm going to show you how it is I'm finding these areas of interest. All right, and so if you don't know, I am a accumulation. I'm ultimately an accumulation and distribution forex trader. All right, and then I break that down into supply and demand. Okay, I started out support, resistance. All right, and all this is a form of support and resistance really when you look at it. However, when you kind of peer behind the curtain and you get a greater understanding of how the market works and how it flows, all right, then you understand that accumulation and distribution again are the destination points. All right, support, supply and demand are the stops in between the market traveling to accumulation and distribution. And I simply look at your basic support and resistance as like the guardrails. Okay, but ultimately again we're trading accumulation and distribution. All right, but today I want to show you guys how it is that I'm able to find what I call areas of interest, but those areas of interest are simply support and resistance. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail because this is I kind of show the behind the scenes inside of my training, and so I don't want to make the quote unquote students or mentees upset because again they're paying for it, and so I kind of got to keep some things off. But I can show you guys this because I do want you to be if not as successful, more than successful than I am. All right, and so again, doing support resistance will really help. All right, so for my and this will work on any time frame. Okay, on any time frame. All right, you guys know that for me the 4 hour is a good mix between scalping and being able to swing trade. Some of you guys like to do intraday. All right, so you may want to be able to put in a trade in at least once a day. So if you're intraday, I'll recommend you being on the 1 hour or the 15 minute. down to the 5 minute, down to the 1 minute if you want to scalp. All right. But let's say you are an intraday trader, okay? And you want to find some good areas of interest or some good support and resistant areas that you can jump down to the 15 minute, the 5 minute, the 1 minute to enter your trade and end on. All right. And so this is simply how you're going to do it. Again, I'm not going to go into great detail, but with this information, you will be able to run with it. All right. So I'm going to write the vision for you, make it plain so that you can run with it. All right. So listen, basically what you want to do is you want to take a look at your chart. All right. You don't have to zoom all the way out. All right. And, check days, months. You don't have to do that, but you can just take a look at what is currently in front of you. All right. And so basically what you want to do is you want to look at the most recent highest point the chart has made and the most recent lowest point that your chart has made or the market has made. All right, so let's take a look at this highest point. Okay, and so for me with the highest point, I'm looking right here. This is the most recent high. Okay, the market came up here and it fell down from there. Okay, and so we're not going to go into great detail as to why, but this is how I would draw this zone. Okay, so this is how I would draw this zone, or this would be our support. Okay, so excuse me, this would be, yeah, this would be our supply. My apologies. This would be our supply. All right. So how I would do it. All right. This is a bullish candle. Okay. So how I would do it, and you can take a square. All right. You can take a square doing this. You can take the square tool. All right. But I have my tool here that I use. All right. But so basically what I'm going to do at this candle, let me blow this up a little bit for you guys. And oops, I think I just messed something up here. Okay. Let's jump back over to GJ. Okay, my apologies again. So let's blow this up a little bit so you can see this, okay? Just so you can see this. All right. I'm going to take my tool, and again, you can take the square tool if you want. But I'm going to go to the opening of that bear candle and push all the way up to the wick. Okay. Now, because the wick in this candle did not go past the wick of our bear candle, then I'm not gonna, it's already included. Okay, but if this wick was higher than this, then I would still start at the opening of this bear candle and then close it off at the very top of this wick. All right, so this is our supply area. Okay, this is our supply area of interest. All right, and so again, we're taking that very, for supply, we're going to take that very last candle, okay, that made the push up, and we're going to start at the opening of the candle all the way to the close of the wick up here. Okay, now for our demand. All right, so again, you can just the most recent low. All right, so it would be this white candle right here. All right, my black candles are my bullish candles, and my white candles are my bearish candles. All right, and so this is going to be a pretty big zone, but that's okay. All right, but we're going to take this big zone right here, and again, we want to go to the opening of this candle all the way down to the closing wick. Okay, and now there is our demand. Okay, and again, so simply how you would play this is you would drop down to, like, let's say something like the 15-minute chart. Okay, and you would see how price is reacting to this demand area. All right, and so you'll get your cue. All right, whatever your cue is. Right, I go over this in great detail in the training, but again, you can just wait for your confirmation to say that, hey, price is rejecting this 1 hour area of interest, or this 1 hour demand. Okay, this 1 hour demand area. All right, and so once you get that confirmation, you can get in, and again, I'm trying to give you guys as much information as possible, but also I'm trying to be vague as possible, okay? Because again, I don't want the paying members to be upset at me. But we can see where price came in right here, and then it actually started moving up at this point. So if we actually measure this move right here, we're talking a 34 pip move so far today that you could have been in for GJ. But again, by simply going up to your 1 hour, if you're an intraday trader, going to your 1 hour time frame and drawing in these areas of interest. All right, the areas of interest are our supply and demand areas. Okay, and so again, you're just waiting for price to get to these areas, and you're waiting to see how price will respond. That's all you're doing. All right, and with these methods, you're typically looking for reversal patterns. Okay, most of the time you're looking for reversal patterns, but these can also be played as continuation. Okay, because what happens if price comes up to this area and it goes through this? Okay, and then what you would do is drop down to the 15-minute chart and look for a continuation pattern. Okay, you just look for a continuation pattern. Now, this not only can you mark areas of interest for supply and demand, but you can also mark areas of interest for continuations. All right, and so how I would do for a continuation. All right, let's go here. We see where, and I think you guys may be able to see this better if I draw a trend line. But and here, let me do this. But we see, I need to go ahead and upgrade. But anyway, we see that we have. Let's see if we can do this. See if it'll let me. I'm probably gonna need to take off the magnet, but we'll leave it there. Okay, how about that? We see that we are in an uptrend here, and so how we would simply find a area of interest for a continuation, you just kind of see how the market has been gradually going up. It has been giving us these bull candles. Okay, so we'll simply look for a what, a bearish candle, and we'll take that very last bearish candle. Let's take this one here. Let me blow it up so you guys can see it. All right, we could take that last bearish candle before we got the full move up, and we would use that as an area of interest. Okay, and because again this is a bearish candle, we're going to go to the opening of the candle down to the close of the bottom wick. All right, and now this is an area of interest for us, that hey, if the market does come back to this area, and again I go into great detail as to why the market would come down to this area and why exactly this would be a good area of interest. But if the market does come down to here, now we can say, let me see how the market responds. Okay, and again, typically whenever we draw these zones, you're looking, or for me, my main point of interest is a reversal area. But again, the market could go straight through it and give us a continuation pattern. But that's always why I preach and teach to you guys, for us to respond to the market and not to try and make the market to respond to us. So again, we will just sit here and wait for the market to come back and see how it responds. Does it give us a reversal pattern, or will it give us a continuation pattern? Okay. And so again, here is supply, here is demand, and here is a continuation zone. All right. So listen, guys, this should help you. All right, this should really help you and really open up some ideas for you and really make you even the more profitable in your trading. Now, if you are needing a little bit more help, then of course you can head over to the teachmetofisheffects.com right, oh, right here. Let me point. Am I getting it? I think right there. Now that looks better. All right, you can go right here to the teachmetofisheffects.com and sign up on any one of the very affordable membership options. And again, I will go into greater detail for you. So again, this has been the video on how to draw your areas of interest or your supply and demand zones. This is how you properly do it. All right, or this is how I do it. Okay, I will tell you, some individuals will actually include like the whole candle. All right, but I know the reason why I don't like using whole candles, and I reveal that in the training. All right, so but this is how I do it for the bullish candles. I go from the opening here of the candle to the top, the close of the top wick. And for our bearish, we go from the opening to the close of the bottom wick. All right, guys, thank you so much for viewing. Thank you so much for viewing. I appreciate your time for this video. Again, I hope that this has brought clarity to your trading. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel. Make sure you like this video and comment, and please share. Let your friends know, let your trading buddies know that the Teach Me to Fish Effects is on YouTube, and this is a channel that will provide value for you. And listen, if you comment, I'm always in the comment. I'm in the midst of the comment. I don't care how many comments the video has. I am going to respond. All right, we're going to interact with one another. So again, I very much appreciate you for your time. And please remember, if you stay in God, you will stay in control. And until next time, happy pip fishing. Bye bye.